Hello! We're back in the mines. And with the mines, I mean the Safari Zone, or the Great Marsh. There's a Quagsire here. Say hello, Quagsire. So hi. I really meant to stream yesterday, but my stomach was killing me, so I couldn't get myself to do it. Oh, Carnivine is back. That's nice. Um. So yeah, I couldn't get myself out of bed to stream because it hurt to exist. But we're back with more Safari Week. I was also hearing that apparently you're allowed to do overtime. I don't know if I'll do that, but I might if I don't get like a second shiny. I'm pretty sure that we will get a second one, but yeah, that's why I didn't stream yesterday, don't worry. Hello! I appreciate your engagement message. Welcome to the stream. Like the other days, we are looking for a shiny Badu right now. But since Carnivine can also appear in this area, it's also a dual hunt. Like, also looking for Carnivine would be cool. Carnivine is one of those Pokemon that rotates daily, so it has a chance of appearing in the 6 areas, but it's not even guaranteed to appear in any of them. So, you know, it's a rare spawn, so if I could get a Carnivine or a Badu, which is my target, it would be really cool. Thankfully, Harvest on Tropius makes it so both of those have a 50% chance of appearing, well, you have a 50% chance of encountering a grass type. And that grass type can be, it's a 50-50 chance between Carnivine and Badu, I'm pretty sure. So, you know, increasing our odds as much as we can. I don't have the shiny charm, so it's 1 in 4096 to get a shiny. We already got a Bibarel 3 days ago, so that's neat. Hopefully we get a grass type this time. I really enjoy streaming. Oh, I should mention. Um, there's Santa Ana winds right now, so I have the windows closed and the door closed, and it's gonna get really hot in here later, but I really don't want my room to get full of dirt and dust, of piles of Asriel dust. Oh, and let me know if the volume of everything is okay. I don't know if the game is too quiet or if I'm too loud, or if both things are quiet. I can tweak with the values a little. I just want to make sure that you can hear me over the game, but that you can still hear the game. That's the goal. Okay, thank you. I just hope that the weather decides to behave. If the winds go away, I'll be able to open the window, which means that I will not die from the heat, and that would be nice. You know, big fan of that whole not dying thing. Um, it's not like as high as it could. Let me check. We're at 31 degrees Celsius right now, which in Liberty units is 84 Fahrenheit. No, not 84, sorry. 88, sorry. So yeah, 31 Celsius, 88 Fahrenheit. That's how hot it is right now. It's not like a lot. Like, I know that it gets hotter in a lot of places, but when you are not allowed to have the windows open and you don't have a fan, it adds up. Marrow. Oh my god, super hot? Like the video game? Oh, we just said super hot, never mind. No, but yeah, the heat sucks. The only thing that I like about summer is that I get to wear shorts and that I have an excuse to shave my legs. And that's the only thing that I like about the summer. Otherwise, it's just hell. Everything else about the summer is bad. You know, especially when you live by the coast, so it's humid. Yeah, it's humid. So when it's humid and the heat rises up, not fun. If it's really humid and it's really hot, you cannot breathe. You will die. Not actually, but you know what I mean. Oh, if your birthday is in summer, then it can get a pass. And then I only like summer because of the shorts and because of your birthday. And because more people sell ice cream, but all the But at the same time, I feel really bad for the people going outside in the heat, like just going from house to house being like, hey, I'm selling ice cream. You wanna buy some? I feel so bad for those people. There's actually this man that every summer passes by my house. And he's like yelling that he has ice cream so people can go outside and buy some. He has been doing that for as long as I can remember, which is over 20 years. So I hope that he's doing well with his business, because putting up with the heat is horrendous. I have actually never bought ice cream from him, but I really feel for the guy because he's like something that I hear every summer. And so he's part of like my life at this point in that aspect. So yeah, just I hope he's doing well, that his business is thriving, and that he's taking care of himself, because it gets hot outside, the sun gets harsh. You can get sunburned even if you are wearing clothes. Carnavalin. Oh yeah, I didn't mention this. I changed the character's clothes for good luck, you know, now. Yeah, she looks like that now. It's a really cool outfit. I really like the hairpins and the side ponytail. It's really cute. Now, I would probably die if I was wearing that during the summer, but it looks really cute. And at least Sinnoh isn't like a hot region. Like maybe the caves in the Grand Underground are hot, but outside it should be mostly fine, especially near Mount Coronet, since it's snowy and all that, you know? I like Carnivine. I already mentioned this in the first stream, but yeah, Carnivine is really cool. I just wish that it could do anything. It doesn't have any stats, it doesn't have any good moves, it doesn't have like an evolution or a reason to use it. But it looks really cool, I like its design a lot. It also should have probably a very shiny. Would be really cool if it was like red or orange, maybe, instead of like this yellow. It's not even yellow, it's like greenish yellow. Which, absolutely nothing wrong with the color itself. It's just, it could look so much better a different color. But that's just personal preference. If you like shiny Carnivine, then you're perfectly valid for liking it. I just think that it could look better, personally. My opinion. Although thinking about it, there's not that many shinies that I actually dislike. And I couldn't even tell you... Well, actually I can. I don't like shiny Meltan and Melmetal because you cannot notice when it's shiny and when it's not. And shiny Marshadow is interesting in the sense that it looks the same as if it wasn't shiny. But when it uses Spectral Thief, it changes its form for the duration of the move. Like, I think it's called the Zenith form. And that form changes color with the shiny. And the shiny one looks so much better. It's like, instead of green, it turns purple. And you know, purple is a really cool color. I like purple. You can see my Trainer Sona Pokemon thingy next to Mabel. She's Orpal, because I like Orpal. My character right now is dressed Orpal. It's all Orpal. Where was I going with this? I forgot. I think I was talking about shinies. Oh, Marshadow, yeah. So yeah, a Marshadow, its shiny form is one that I mixed on well, mixed on. I like a lot. I can speak, I promise. I don't like one of its aspects, but I really like the other one. So it's like I'm indifferent towards the shiny on average. As for other shinies that I don't really like, Paldean Tauros is one that comes to mind. Because, I mean, it just swaps around the tones of black. Which I'm sure would look amazing in a 2D sprite. But in a 3D model, especially with the lighting system in Scarlet and Violet, you will not notice it. I haven't seen it in Champions. Maybe it looks better there. But you know, Scarlet and Violet is my only frame of reference, and I don't like the way it looks there. Those are the only 3 examples that I can think of shinies that I don't like. I'm sure there's more, it's just they are not coming to mind, which means that maybe they aren't as bad. But do. Badu. Badu is really cute. I really like Badu. That's why we're hunting it. We're hunting Badu down for sports. I'm sorry, little one. Oh yeah, speaking of Badu, I set up the, like, I think they're called batch drops. I don't know. If you watch the stream for an hour, you will get a Badu badge that you can set next to your name. And I think it came out really cute. I drew it myself. It's not like outstanding or anything, but I like it. I think it came out cute. You can ignore the shiny one. What I mean is the normal one. That's the one that I like the most. And you get it for free, just for watching. And I think that's neat. I did complain about this, but Twitch makes it mandatory that you set up one up for people subscribing and stuff. So I just made it the shiny because, but I had to put something. There was no not having one for subscribing option. What do? shiny creature. Sorry about that. At least shiny hunting in here makes the encounters go by faster. Because the times that I streamed hatching eggs, those took forever because you need a lot of steps just to get 5 open. Even with Flame Body. But that's mainly because Zorua is one of those Pokemon that requires a lot of steps to open because it's like a rare Pokemon. Wow. So yeah, if I was hatching like, I don't know, Weedle, to say something, those will go by significantly faster. But still, since we have, whatchamacallit, Sweet Scent, this is way faster than anything else. This is probably the fastest that you can have encounters go by in general. At least that I can think of right now. In Scarlet and Violet is different because you can picnic reset, so you can get like 15 encounters. I'm playing on Switch 1. Every, like, how long does it take? 12 seconds or so? And on Switch 2, I think it's 30 encounters instead of 15. And it's also faster to do the picnic reset. But I don't have a Switch 2. I only have a Switch 1. You can see my predicament here. And picnic resetting also requires you to get like an outbreak and making a sandwich and all that. It's been poking through. Hi Alice, welcome to the stream. We're back in the shiny mines. Hoping to get a second shiny. While also trying not to die from the heat. I wish I could open the window, but I can't. I really wish I could be Jolly Roger, babe, but I can't. And I really, really want to be with Peach, the princess. And I really, really want to kill Bowser in his sleep. For the better. Hi Pa, also welcome to the stream. The reason that I can't open the windows is because there's Santa Ana winds right now, which means that, yeah, that's you. Which means that the air is full of dirt and dust and disease. And I'm like, please, I'm dying. It's 30 degrees Celsius outside, please. I need my fresh air. Also, there's going to be ads in 30 seconds. As always, I am very sorry about that. I'm telling you ahead of time. So if you want to talk about something, you can do it after the ad break so it doesn't interrupt the conversation. Hi, Doc. I will continue doing my greetings after the ads. Unless you don't get hit by the ads, which would be better. But do. I think everyone should be back now, hopefully. I really don't like ads. I wish I could disable them. I'm sorry. I was planning to say something and then I forgot what I was gonna say. Hi back. The Psychic Duck Pokemon. Famously not a Psychic type. But do. The bug that's do. Pokemon. I'm saying. I can definitely feel my room getting hotter right now, and that's not good. That's bad, in fact. I'm trying my best, I promise. This could be more engaging if I had more copies of the game. Because the host of Safari Week is streaming with 13 games right now. And yeah, it's a lot of visual noise in the stream, but it's also like more quote unquote efficient because you're getting more encounters and you're getting more visual stimuli. Instead, I'm just I just remember what I was gonna say earlier. I find it kind of funny how I'm looking at the game through OBS and not through my TV, which is literally right next to it, like right next to my computer. Because in OBS it's like slightly choppier than it is on the TV. But I don't know, looking this way makes it easier for me to know what's going on because the chat is here, my PNG is here, and the TV is just a game, and I have to turn my head over. I'm definitely gonna need to shower after this. I'm gonna die. Bidoof. I was told yesterday that Bidoof is the rarest encounter in here. It's normally a 1% chance apparently, but since I have Harvest on Tropius, it's like a 0.5% chance. So that's kind of fun. That's the third Bidoof that we have seen this stream. I'd be getting everything except a shiny. I said like I didn't get the Pibaro. Here. Vine! Using a Safari Ball. Isn't that cool? I want to know what it feels like to find a shiny in here and have it run away. I don't want it to happen, I just want to know what it feels like. So, you know, shiny could show up now and give me a little taste of that? Maybe? Question mark? I'll honestly be satisfied just seeing a second shiny. I don't mind if it runs away. Yeah, probably. But I'm just doing this for the thrill of the hunt, not so much for actually having the shinies. Because I already have a shiny Batu. And what if I run away? I mean, I can do that, yeah. Will I do that? Who knows? Yeah. Boo. I ran away. I'm so far away. Is what I would say if I was actually like away. Hi! I came back, don't worry, don't worry. I'm still here, don't worry, don't worry. I didn't leave. I just... the microphone that I'm using has a volume slider, whatever. And so I just turned it down and made the PNG like invisible. Woo. Scary. Yeah, I forgot that people on Twitch have no object permanence. Neither do I, to be fair. Here's a 3-year-old. It's called Badu. It's a tiny critter. I wish it could appear at a higher level than 20. So I could use a repel and have better odds of finding a Badu. But since it's a level 20, which is the lowest level that you can get something in the Great Marsh, you cannot repel trick to get Badu. But you can repel trick to get stuff that is not Badu. I think. Well, I mean, you can. I don't know if you can with sweet sets. That's the thing. Because you're forcing an encounter, and the repel makes it so you don't get encounters. So, you know. We're playing with the cards that we were dealt. What? That we were dealt. Yeah, just dealt, not dealt with. I know English sometimes. Whoopa. Whoopa. I'm sure that Whooper said that. Hi Whooper. Yeah, see, I said the same thing that Whooper said, so another Whooper showed up. This is how it works. This is how it be. Quagsire, aka Nuo, which is quite a nuanced name. I love Quagsire. Quagsire is so cute. So is Whooper. No need to be jealous, don't worry. I also think you're cute. But I think Quagsire appeals to me more than Whooper, but I like both. Also Clodsire. Clodsire is really cute. I want to eat a Clodsire. The forbidden cake. That's full of poison and probably will kill you if you did that, but... Doesn't Clodsire just look yummers? Like you just want to take a bite out of it? Oh. Like that? Yeah, this is the Apocalypse V4, as in version 4. Actually, technically B5, because I already tried the pseudo Apocalypse during Esther's birthday stream. I tried to get a shiny Wooper from an egg, and it didn't go well, so I just gave her the shiny Wooper that I found when setting up everything. It was so funny though, because I was just flying to Kitakami to get a Wooper, you know, a normal Wooper, to start the hatching eggs process. The first thing that I run off is a shiny Wooper, and I'm just like, Wooper is definitely the Pokemon that I have got the most shinies of. Because back during Wooper Community Day in Pokemon Go, I also got like 24 or something Wooper, shiny Wooper. Some Paldean, some Yotonian. But yeah, I got many a Wooper. But yeah, just seeing Wooper, I'm like, oh my god, the Pokemon that traumatized Esri. Let's go. Cute. And when I see Carnivine, I see an icon of our generation. Hashtag slay. Insert painting nails emoji. Insert Bibarel painting its nails emoji. Like a true diva. Opa. The Wooper. Speaking head emoji. That do. Oh yeah, here's Michael the Carnivine. He's just here for the ride. I was trying to run away from an encounter and accidentally threw a ball, and he stayed in. So now I have him. Marrow. It's still kind of really funny how Marill is the only Pokemon that can change gender upon evolving, as in Azurill has a 75% chance of being female and Marill a 50% chance. So when you evolve an Azurill, a female Azurill, you have a 1 in 3 chance for it to trans its gender. Which I think is kind of fun. Canonically transmask Pokemon. Yeah, I'm trying to think, and I think that's the only time that can happen. Because every other time, the evolved Pokemon has the same gender ratio as the pre-evolution, with the exceptions of Salazzle and Vespiquen, because only the female ones can evolve. But yeah, I think that's all there is. Also, maybe like Shedinja not having a gender, even though Ninkata and Shedinja do. No, not Shedinja, Ninjask do. But that's technically not evolving, that's just a byproduct of evolving into Ninjask. But now everything else just has the same gender ratio. Unless I'm missing something, but I'm pretty sure I'm not missing anything. There's honestly plenty of stuff that I could just yap about regarding Pokemon. But on the topic of gender, back in Gen 2, so Gold, Silver, and Crystal, they introduced like the Love Ball and the Friend Ball, and they were supposed to work like, oh, the Friend Ball will make it more likely to catch Pokemon of the same gender of the Pokemon you have outside of like in battle. Meanwhile, the Love Ball will make it more likely to catch Pokemon of the opposite gender. But they coded it wrong, so you end up having the opposite. So it's like Pokemon of the opposite gender have more effect with the Friend Ball, and Pokemon of the same gender with the Love Ball. So, you know, Pokemon were gay back in Gen 2. Gay maxing. And then they got rid of Woke. Woke is no longer on the menu. I just love the phrase woke is back on the menu, it's so funny. Woke is back for a limited time. Enjoy hashtag Pride Month. Well, Pride Month is over. We're on Rat Month now. So you have permission to be very angry. Grrr. Yeah, woke for an amazing reason. The reason may surprise you. Keep watching to find out. Number 15. Burger King foot lettuce. The last thing you want on your burger is someone's feet fungi. But that might just be what you get. Amazing video. And not like the top 15 thing. Amazing video that I'm making up in my head right now. I have actually never watched that video. I can't even imagine what the top 15 will be about. But it's interesting to remember that top 5s, top 7s, top 10s videos of that kind were like super popular back in the day. Nowadays you don't see them as much. Like these days it's mostly tier list content, and that does better than the tops and stuff. I should do a tier list stream. Back when I still streamed on the Caddy channel, I actually did a tier list stream once for my birthday. No, not for my birthday, just for fun. It was making a tier list of every single Pokemon that released at the time. And it took like 8 hours, I think? 6 or 8 hours. I honestly cannot remember because the video is no longer available anywhere. It's lost media. Womp womp. When you lose lost media. I'm getting messages on Discord, let me check what's up. Thankfully you can one-hand this shiny hunt. So I'm just using the controller with my left hand and checking my phone on the other. Okay, there we go. I should drink water. Water. It's time to drink water. It's time to drink water. It's time to drink water. I love that video, it's so funny. I just be quoting things all the time. But it's comfy, you know? I appreciate having a reason to just be spouting nonsense aloud while doing a repetitive task. That's the most fun part about streaming shiny hunts. You can be doing that on the side and just yapping. Water and water and water and water and water. Water and water and water and water and water and water and water. And water. Water that spawns in the end dimension. What will that taste like? Okay, so if let's imagine that there's water in the end dimension in Minecraft. What will that taste like? Would it be like tasty water, or would it be like disgusting water? Crystal Amulet. True. Also, there's going to be ads in 20 seconds again. I cannot believe that it's already... I can speak, I promise. I can't believe that it's been already 30 minutes since the last time that happened. Stream is going by so fast. Diaper. Starly. I just opened the window because I was dying, just to see if the wind has calmed down. I don't think it has, but the breeze is really nice, so I might keep it open for a little bit. I just hope my room doesn't get covered in dust. I hate Santa Ana winds, they are so annoying. Oppa. Whoopa. I just thought of something to do to not really, but improve our luck. So you see the badges, right? They're nasty. Let me take the switch of the dog for a second. And I'm gonna be cleaning them like I'm cleaning the badges right now. Real life cleaning action. I wish you could do this on TV mode, but you can only do it like on handheld. So we're gonna be cleaning the badges because surely that's gonna improve our luck, because the game is gonna be like, oh, you care about the game, huh? You're cleaning your badges. We should give you shinies. That's 2. Oh god, there's 8 of these, huh? And it's not even picking up the sound on the microphone. It will be more... I wish I could show this on stream, but you can only do it in handheld mode, and I'm not going to turn on a camera. I am not going to dox myself to face reveal. No, what do you mean face reveal? My face is on the screen right now. I look like that. That's 4. Almost there. I'm halfway there. That's 5. I'm working on it. That's 6. Why does this take so long? Come on. That's 7. This is hurting my finger. Because the console is like hot. That's 8, okay. Look, they're all nice and shiny now. Wow. Isn't that cool? Wowee. So you know, the only thing better than a shiny badge is a shiny Pokemon, don't you think? I think the game doesn't agree. It might agree later. Who knows? Maybe the game hasn't noticed about the badges. Let's give it some time. No, but for real, that actually hurt my finger a little bit. But you... Come on, game. I know you're capable of giving shinies. You have given me one already. You can do it again. I believe in you. Although, to be completely fair, we did get Vivaro way under odds. I definitely did not do 4,000 encounters in the first stream. You're seeing the speed at which we can do this, so... yeah. I also remember hearing someone say that some Pokemon in here like to be thrown mud. And I'm really curious about how that works, because most Pokemon get upset when you throw mud at them, which is understandable. I would also get mad if you threw mud at me. But I want to see if Carnivine likes it. Mud. He doesn't, okay. Bye! Carnivine does not appreciate mud. I hope that the stream's cozy enough. I'm not like talking a lot because I did not prepare any conversation topics beforehand. But you know, just I'm having fun, so yeah. I hope that other people are as well. Well, I mean, maybe not fun, but I mean like vibing. Yeah, chillin'. That's good. That's the objective. Yoshi and the mysterious bee? What could the bee stand for? So mysterious. Maybe it stands for boobs. It's Yoshi and the mysterious boobs, and it's like a hunt for estrogen. That would make for a great Yoshi game, honestly. Nintendo should hire me. Oh, I just remembered. A couple days ago, I added a quote command. So if I ever say something that you think is funny, let me know and I think I can quote it. Because that would be fun. Just to look back at things said out of context. I will not be quote baiting. It's not something that I have in mind often, I just remember that I have it. Quote commands are always fun to use. In other channels, you can just... If you're new to the channel, you know they have a quote command. You can just see what the vibe's like with that. Like... my friend Sen has a quote command in their channel. But one of the mods just loves making up quotes that never happened and putting them on the list, and it's like, okay, that's not what the command is for, but you do you. If Zen doesn't mind, then that's alright. But I think it's more fun when all of the quotes in the quote database list are like actual things that were said and not quote baiting. I don't know. Maybe I'm weird. Maybe I'm not. All I know is that I'm correct. My opinions are objective and absolute, like with everything, except the things that are not. I'm always right except when I'm not, which is a correct statement, no matter how you look at it. Like the Pokemon that we're finding. They're always shiny except when they are not. Unfortunately, they are not shiny most of the time. Well, I say unfortunately, if they were more common, then shiny hunting wouldn't be as big a thing as it is. We're getting plenty of encounters soon. Like, famous person John Lennon once said, time that you spent having fun was not time that you wasted, or something like, I'm paraphrasing. Something like that. If you enjoyed using your time doing something, that was not time that you wasted. And I'm enjoying this. I just think it's really chill. But I have definitely seen a lot of people be like, yes, this is a waste of time. It's not. It's fun. I should probably tie up my hair. I'll do that. Give me one second. There we go. We are ponytail maxing now. Oh, that's so much better. I am no longer steaming my back. Also, I'm very sorry I hit the desk. I think the wind calmed down now, so I'll go open the other window too. Because, you know, not dying and all that. There we go. The window had been open. That should help with the temperature a lot now. Which is good. I don't like the feeling that I'm turning into a puddle. Carnivine. Carnavalin. Oh, hi, Francie. Safari Week is going fine. We have found a Piparo so far, and that's about it. But that's still better than apparently the. Okay, let me rephrase. The host of the event mentioned that it's rare for someone to even find a single shiny throughout the entire week. So the fact that we have already found one means that we're luckier than the average. um, but the thing is, that's accounting for games that have the 1 in 8192 odds. So, you know, Fire Red, Leaf Green, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and I think that's it. Um, it's those games. So here in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, we have better odds to find a shiny, 1 in 4096. So the moment that we find a second shiny is the moment that we can say that we are luckier than the average of people. Yeah, how are you doing? Sorry for the long-winded explanation. I just needed to put all the cards on the table. If that's how you use that expression. But yeah, it's mostly just this. Running into encounters while chatting. That's the objective of the event. Well, not the objective, rather how the event goes. The objective is obviously finding shinies and seeing if you can keep them or if they run away. Pokemon with Banana and its chin was on Evolve stage of Bulbasaur. Like that Bulbasaur? It's an interesting connection that I have definitely never heard before. I'll give you that. Nothing wrong with thinking that Pokemon evolve into others that are unrelated. Like Venonat evolving into Butterfree is something that I could see people actually believing because they look really alike. But yeah. They're both green. You know what? Fair. In the Pokemon anime in Unova, there was an episode where some kids were convinced that Pikachu evolved into Zekrom. For some reason. No, but yeah, you have to understand, this thing deals some really powerful electric damage. So it must evolve into a legendary. It was kinda funny. Kinda silly. There's going to be ads in a minute. Once again, I am very sorry about that. I'm not even making money from them. I just have to put them to get rid of the pre-rolls because I don't want people to deal with those. So yeah, let me know once you're back from the ads to like talk. I don't wanna talk during an ad break because people won't get to hear it. So yeah. I think ads should be over now. Hopefully. The thing about the OBS, like ad tracker thingy, is that yes, it tells you when the ad break ends, but it doesn't start at the exact same time for everyone. So it tells you ad break over, have your community back or something like that. But sometimes it still takes some seconds for people to finish coming back. But I think that by this point everyone is back. So hi. I am very sorry for whatever you saw during that, but yeah. I need to stop apologizing as much as I do for that because it's just something that happens. It's not in my power to like. Oh, Pizza Hut sounds nice. I could go for some pizza right now. Honestly. But yeah, I shouldn't be. I think it's fine that I mention whenever ads are going to happen, like, because it tells me a minute in advance. I just should stop apologizing as much as I do about it because I think people understand that I don't have them just because I want to have them, but because I have to have them. To me, I think it's more important to have the ads regularly playing during the stream to disable pre-rolls because I don't want someone coming in for the first time and then not being able to engage with the stream because they are sitting through a 30-second ad. Like, that's annoying. Like, that's extremely, extremely annoying for people joining in on a stream for the first time. So the best compromise that I could think of was running a minute and a half of ads every 30 minutes. Because that disables pre-rolls. And I think it's like the sweet spot of the least intrusive, um, what's it called? Like ad placement stuff. Because the other option was having 3 minutes of ads every hour. So it would be like a really nice hour of no ads, but then 3 minutes of ads is like excessive. Like, this isn't live TV days anymore. People are not willing to sit through 3 to 4 minutes of ads just to continue watching your content. I mean, maybe some are, and that would be nice, but I do not want to make you sit through that much in a row. But the platform has got to make money somehow. Otherwise, I wouldn't even be able to be here to begin with. And I like being here. Streaming is super fun. I haven't been doing that amazing of a job at watching other people's streams. I should change that. But I'm slowly working on being more involved in general. Like, I sometimes see like Scoop, Box, Fa, Frenzy, like, you know, the people in the S3 community circle. I see you live, and then I just open the stream, leave it open, and then not talk because I'm just like, I want to be there. I just don't have it in me to hold a conversation, I think. And you know that I'm the type of person to just yap with the streamer all throughout the stream because I'm really nosy. Yeah. Wednesday Adams ad saying she was going to stare at me for 30 seconds to keep me from watching stream. That actually sounds really, really funny. If all of the ads were like that, I wouldn't mind it at all. Like, that's really funny. Honestly, fair. But yeah. That's energy that I can hold 3 times a week to chat in Esri's chat because I talk a lot. I say a lot of things. But during stream, so when I'm the one streaming, it's more difficult because you have to think of stuff on the spot and then you have to talk without having time to like sit on your thoughts while you're typing. You just send it. You say something and then you could regret it, maybe. You don't have as much time to judge whether what you're saying is something that you want to say or not. Like when you're, again, in a stream chat. Because you could be typing like the worst joke ever and then realize before sending it, no, that's not that funny, and you delete it. If you're speaking in a stream, you say the worst joke ever and then you have to be like, why did I say that? So it's like interesting. Holding conversations is hard, yeah. But I would like to think that I do a good job most of the time. I have no plans as to how long I will stream for today. The minimum is 3 hours. I definitely want to do 3 hours. Unless I have to like do something, but I doubt that's the case. I'm pretty sure I have the entire day free. But after that, it mostly depends on like my mood and stuff, like how long I go for. Like I could say, oh, we're streaming until I get a shiny or Badu stops spawning, which is 8 p.m. my time. That's an option. However, I have not built that stamina for streaming yet. I mean, I could do it. It's just, I don't know if it will be as entertaining of a stream if I went for like 7 hours, for example. Like, I have done long streams before. For my birthday back in the Caddy channel, I streamed an entire Paper Mario Challenge run and I beat the entire game in a single sitting. It took me like 6 hours because, you know, it was a challenge run, so it makes sense that it will take you longer than a normal playthrough. But still, I think beating Paper Mario in a single sitting in 6 hours is like respectable. I should play Paper Mario on the channel too. I could do like a lore playthrough or like random trivia playthrough, and I'm just spouting fun facts left and right every single time that I see something interesting in the game. And I have a lot to say about Paper Mario, so if that sounds interesting at all, do let me know because I would love to do that. Paper Mario 64 is just a game that I know like the back of my hand. I know it so well, I have so many things to say about it. It's a good game, it's a really good game, I love it so much. TTYD, getting stuck in by puzzles again. Understandable. Back when I was like 7 years old or something like that. No, I think I was 9. My brother and I borrowed a copy of TTYD from a kid in elementary school. And we got stuck in chapter 7 because we didn't know English. So it's like, you know the quests where you have to get General White to get the permission to use the cannon and stuff? We didn't know who to go to talk to because we couldn't read the text, we couldn't read the dialogue. So we looked up a guide in Spanish because we couldn't read English. But the name of everything is different in Spanish, so yeah, in the game they tell you, oh, go talk to this person in this place, or like they give you vague hints as to where to go. And then we look at the guide in Spanish. Oh no, it's this whole different name in this whole different location. And then we were like, okay, but who's this? Because we didn't know the names of any NPCs. Needless to say, we didn't beat the game back then. I only beat it like on a replay when I was older. And same with Super Paper Mario, which is a game that I actually owned. I still own it, of course. I have all the Paper Mario games. So I was trying to beat the game and I got stuck on 8-2 because I forgot about Luigi's ability. And I didn't know how to use it because I couldn't read the text because I didn't know English. Playing games in English when English isn't your main language is like really, really difficult. Like, I managed to play and beat Paper Mario 64 back when I was 4 years old, despite hardly knowing Spanish, just because the game was easy for me to understand, quote unquote, with like the colors and the like sprites and all that. I think it was more easy to understand in that sense. Yeah. I did beat the game, but the entire way through, I thought that badges were useless. Since I couldn't read what they did, I only had like power jump equipped and maybe close call, I think. Um, but I never actually used any other badges because I was like, what do I do with this? What do they do? I don't know. And sometimes I equip badges, they did nothing because they are like stuff that activates in combat and stuff. Like, I don't know. For example, money. What do you do with money? I couldn't comprehend that it did something. So yeah, I beat the entire game without badges. I accidentally did an HP only challenge run on my first playthrough of my first video game in my entire life. Hi BDF. I prioritized increasing HP because I didn't want Mario to get hurt. So I was just like, I don't want him to die, so I was like increasing HP as much as I could until I hit the cap. It's cute in retrospect. But yeah, Paper Mario actually wasn't the game that taught me English. That would be Pokemon Heart Gold, which was my first actual game that I played in a console, because I played Paper Mario on an emulator. I wish that I still had my Heart Gold cartridge or my save file or something. The only things that I managed to salvage from that account were like Pokemon that I transferred to Black and White and then to Pokebank. So I still managed to salvage some stuff. Like I have a Love Ball Paras and Safari Ball Smeargle that I got way back in... When did the game come out? Like 2009? 2008? I don't remember. It's been a bit. Maybe 2010 or 11. I don't know. But yeah, Pokemon Heart Gold is what taught me English properly. I started asking my parents what certain words meant, and then others I was just like trial and error to see what they did. Like the move Leer, like you know the very basic move that most Pokemon have at low levels, that reduces your defense. In Spanish, leer is a word that's spelled the exact same. So I was like, oh, this move makes your Pokemon read a story so bad to the opponent that it lowers their defense. Yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, if you use Leer, you're reading them a bad story. I miss those days, honestly. Like, being able to play through a game that you don't understand at all, and somehow figuring out how to get through. Like, I even beat a bit Red on that save file. I somehow got to the top of Mount Silver without guides, without knowing how to read, without knowing the name of the Pokemon. Like, I don't know, kids are just built different. Like, yeah, sure, it's a kids game, but making it that far? I think that's impressive. Adult me could never. I would get frustrated if I don't understand what I'm reading. Which reminds me, my first proper self-applied exam of English was when I was playing Ace Attorney. Because my English was not like amazing. So when I was playing through the game, without guides by the way, I had like an English to Spanish dictionary on my hand at all times. And if I saw a word that I didn't understand, I would look it up on the dictionary and then slowly translate the sentence that was being said. And that way I could understand what they were saying. Again, adult me could never. You need a lot of patience to do something like that. And, well, kids have a lot of free time in their hands. So I could justify doing that because it's not like I had more video games. I didn't. So you had to make the most out of what you could play. But then Pokemon X and Y came out. And it was the first Pokemon game that let you select your language. So it was the first game that I actually could read and understand what was going on. And that's when the franchise like full on clicked with me because I could understand what was going on. Like I knew what the attacks were called. I could know what they would do just reading the descriptions and stuff, and it was so life-changing. Like being able to understand what you're reading is something that I assumed I would never get to do. Oh, because X and Y happened before Ace Attorney, by the way. Like it was the Ace Attorney trilogy on the 3DS eShop. It's been over 10 years since. It was so long ago. Because X and Y came out in 2013, which was 13 years ago, by the way. It was kind of crazy. Why is my chair so squeaky? I'm afraid of moving around because I don't want to make a lot of noise. I need a new chair, urgently. Oh yeah, you've been here for an hour, I think. So you should have like the Badu badge now. If you want to equip it next to send message, you can click on chat identity. And you can then go to use custom badge for this channel and you can equip it there. Just saying if that's something you want to do. I just want people to use it because I put a lot of effort into it. I don't know, I just think badges and Twitch are cool. But do... And I'm gonna be so for real. While I was going on that rant about languages and whatnot, I was not paying attention to the encounters. Hi, Bidoof. I know for a fact that I didn't encounter a shiny because I would have noticed the sparkles. I was just on autopilot as I was yapping, which is kind of funny. What do you mean it's been already 2 hours? How? But do... Metamorph. Oh, a Ditto. I don't think I have any in my boxes. Nope. I'm sorry, I don't. Well, hi. Welcome to the stream. I hope that you find your Ditto. Your French Ditto. Also, there's gonna be ads in 40 seconds. As a heads up. Badu. I know that the hunt will be more engaging if I was running around in the marsh. And I could do that, it's just this is way faster. Hi. Welcome to the stream. Well, welcome back to the stream, rather. I hope you're doing well, Terry. We're still doing the same thing. Looking for Batu. A shiny one, not that one. Or a Carnivine, of course. Oh, that's nice. I'm also doing well. Not much has happened today, it's just I decided to hop on stream and now I'm hunting. So yeah, but you know, uneventful days are always good. They're better than bad days by a large margin. But yeah, glad you're doing well. Because doing well is swell. Or something like that. No, I just really like it when people are doing well in general. Hopefully we get a shiny soon to, you know, improve the day. Batu is so cute. It's just doing the colon more than face. Happy fella. Happy tiny friend. Yeah. I just realized the face that I described for Batu is the one that my PNG has when I'm not talking. That little face. Whoopa. Said the whooper. Said the whooper. Speaking head emoji. I keep making this exact same joke all the time. I just realized I could improve the stream layout a little bit. Okay, so I make the chat like the normal size, and then I move it behind the capture card. There we go. Now that looks cleaner. Now if I hide the game, you can see the entire chat. Wow! Impressive. I'm not really that used to doing a full odds hunt. I usually have like a way to improve the odds. So this is different from what I'm used to, but it's not bad. I don't mind it. Sometimes it's just about the journey. You don't even need a destination, it's just about the journey. And shiny hunting with those like really low odds is just the journey. Especially the Safari Zone, because they can run away, so it's like even if you make it to your destination could go away. And that's fine. You're here for the ride. Though I'm sure that it still takes like a lot of restraint from people to, well, not restraint, like what's the word? You have to change your mindset when it comes to shiny hunting, because usually when people are shiny hunting, their focus is on the destination, so on the target, on your ultimate goal, and that there's nothing wrong with that. It's just there's a certain whimsy to shiny hunts that comes from not really caring as much about the destination, in the sense that, you know, sometimes some shiny hunts will just be like, oh, I'm trying to shiny hunt an uncatchable Pokemon. I am incapable of catching this Pokemon, I just want to see it shine. Like Arben's Toad School in Scarlet and Violet, in the... I don't remember what Titan it was. But yeah, Arben's Toad School. I think it was Earthworm actually. It can be shiny, and only for that battle, so you wouldn't even know. Because Arben doesn't keep the shiny. It's supposed to be shiny log, they just messed up the code. Then there's also like the first Starly that you find when you're starting Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. No, just Diamond and Pearl, I think. Like, that one is uncatchable most of the time. Without glitches, I mean. And there's people who hunt for that one. Or like the Poochyena in Ruby Sapphire. No, wait. Yeah. I think it was Poochyena in Ruby and Sapphire and Zigzagoon in Emerald, or the other way around. But yeah, the first encounter before you can get Pokeballs, that's an uncatchable shiny. And again, there's people who hunt for those. Because it's just fun. Like the Marowak in the Pokemon Tower in Lavender Town. You also cannot catch that one, but it can be shiny. I don't know, that kind of shiny hunt is also really interesting in itself. they are more enjoyable when you are recording or streaming or showing someone, because that way you will be able to show someone, yeah, I did this just because I wanted. Because if you don't have anything to show or prove, you could just be making up things. You would win absolutely nothing by making this up, but it's like, I don't know, being able to have someone to prove that you did something, even though there was no reward, like tangible reward for it, I think it has its own merit. And that to say, that mindset is similar to the one that you have when you hunt in the safari zone. Unless you are determined to catch it and will keep hunting until you get it and catch it, like some people do with Chansey, Kangaskhan, Tauros, like with the super rare spawn, Dragonair, the super rare spawn, where it's like, okay, if it runs away, I just keep going because I really want it. Then that's different. But what I mean is, if your target is just seeing a shiny, if you don't care if it runs away or not, you're just there for the ride and for the experience and all that, you need a different mindset for that. Which is a mindset that not a lot of people have or are willing to develop. And there's nothing wrong with that. But what I'm trying to say is, it can be fun if the mindset aligns with you. And it is fun for me. Like I said earlier in the stream, I wouldn't be upset if I got a shiny and it ran away, because I'm here for the ride. Of course it would be better if I caught it, obviously, but if I don't, that's perfectly fine. So yeah, that's my stance on shiny hunting. Which is funny because I shiny hunt a lot. Most of the time because I want to get the shiny. I just don't mind changing the mindset. Don't forget to stretch, it's really important. I was shrimping. And that's not good. Do not become shrimp. Instead, what's the opposite of shrimping? So like shrimping is when you're hunched over. What would be the opposite? Like zero. I can't think of an analogy for having a good posture. But do in the Safari Zone. I might actually only make it to the 3-hour count. I'm starting to get a little tired. I can see why Esri only streams for 2 hours now. I really need to build stamina to do longer streams. Because sometimes I'm in the mood to like shiny hunt for the entire day. But if I open stream, I get tired after 2 or 3 hours. And then I don't shiny hunt for the rest of the day. There's nothing wrong with that, I just wish I could go for longer. Without feeling like tired and stuff. Not gonna push it, I'll go until I feel like it's a good time to stop. Be that when I get a shiny, like this one, it's not a shiny. Would have been funny if it was though. But yeah, whether I get a shiny or hit the 3-hour mark, whatever happens first. Hopefully the former thing. Time to drink water. Oops. I need to go to the bathroom, but I'll take the chance during the ad break, which should be in 4 minutes, I think. I need to hashtag go piss girl. Okay, the winds are definitely back. I just, yeah. Ugh. I might have to close the window again. No. Let me do that now. Shame. I should maybe start playing my own music rather than just the Safari, like the encounter music. Maybe tomorrow, next stream. Maybe that will help with the not getting tired as quickly thing. Like just listening to different music. I think that could make a difference. That's in a minute. that started now, so I'll go do what I said. Be right back. Okay, there we go. Just in time too. And it's like nothing happened. Badu is really cute. I have said this a lot, but it's true. Oh, I actually found a position where my chair doesn't move. That's fun. Because for those unaware, one of my chair's wheels broke off. So now it doesn't have like the pipe wheels to stand on, it only has 4. But thankfully I just found the perfect position for it to not be bouncing back and forth when I try to move. Which is nice, you know? Not falling over. Kinda pod. Remember when I said that when you're streaming you could say things that you regret? Yeah, it just happened. There's just something about saying things that your accent doesn't let you pronounce properly. Like I just did there. And you have no way to test how it's gonna sound when you're speaking aloud. You just have to say it and hope that it sounds good. It didn't. So yeah, the goal is either finding a shiny or going for 3 hours. We're getting close to 3 hours in 25 minutes. We should make the time until then count then. Oops. My sandal fell off. Plus ratio. Okay, 26th is on Sunday. Good to know. Safari week ends on the 26th. And I want to stream daily until then if I can help it. Like yesterday I couldn't stream because stomach issues. But that's like the exception. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. Because like I said, I enjoy streaming. I want to stream daily until the event ends. And hopefully continue streaming, if not daily, at least often after that. You know, it's just getting back into the swing of things is really nice. I missed streaming so much. So getting to do it again is really, really nice. And you know, having people also enjoy it only makes it so much better. As in, it makes it so much better. Putting the only in there, just like the word only changed the tone of the sentence and it sounded wrong. No, but yeah. The whole reason as to why I picked up streaming was because I wanted to make people smile and have a good time. So it's a goal that I've been working on, trying to make stuff more vibey or entertaining. I'm doing my best. That you can rest assured of. I doubt that I'll ever have the chance to like make this a job. It would be nice if I could, but I will never be banking on it. Hi, Bidoof. But yeah, that is not like a goal or anything. My goal is just to stream and have fun. If for some reason a job comes from that, then all the better. But again, it's not something that I'm banking on. It's not like a goal of mine. It's just something that could happen, and it will be really good if it did. Does it have to happen? No. Because it doesn't depend entirely on me. It also depends on other people. And I wouldn't want to like force people to stick around just so I can make a living. Like that would be manipulation. Like, Mikey. I appreciate people showing up. I do shield my stream in some places sometimes. So it's like, I definitely want people to watch. But it's different in that hypothetical scenario. I don't even know what I'm saying. Yes, I really appreciate people being here. That's the TLDR. I'm happy to be able to be here. And something funny about shiny hunting is that any encounter could be it. You can't be like, oh, I'm gonna be streaming for 3 hours, so the shiny is gonna show up towards the end of the stream. No, you can't ensure that. Like, you could get it on your first encounter, the second, the third, the last, and stuff like that. It's just when luck is involved, you can't guarantee anything. Since it's up to chance, you just have to keep going until it happens. It could happen really quickly. It could happen years from now, I guess. But statistically speaking, eventually it will happen. You just gotta keep pushing and get lucky. Which that's just what shiny hunting is all about. Getting lucky. And persevering until you get lucky. Sometimes it will feel earned, sometimes it will just feel like a gift. It just depends on your luck. And that's what makes it fun. If shiny hunting had like a pity system, like, oh, you have encountered 1,000 Pokemon, the next one will guaranteed be a shiny. No, that will remove the fun of it. Take away the fun, rather. I like not knowing when it will happen. But I like it when it happens. I don't want it to not happen. Back when Sword and Shield came out, after I beat the game and got the shiny charm, I started doing Ponyard hunts, like with eggs and stuff. And the odds for that are 1 in 512. Which, you know, they're not bad at all. I just got really unlucky. When I got to around 1700X hatch, I just gave up. I stopped playing Pokemon altogether because I didn't want to go back to the hunt. Then Scarlet and Violet were close to releasing, and I was like, you know what? I'll finish what I started. And it still took a bit. Like, I remember that it took me 2,169 eggs on exactly. That's how many eggs it took me to hit that 1 in 512 chance. 4 times over odds. Luck is just something that might take way too long to show up. You can't guarantee that it will be there. That's gambling 101. You're gambling with your time. And at least right now I got a lot of time to offer, because job hunting is not going well. I don't want my streams to just boil down to me complaining about life, but it's like, at least it was relevant to the conversation. Like, I explained why I have a lot of time, so, you know. What do? Carnivine. Divine intervention. So true me. I'm just hunting with my eyes closed now. Just hoping to hear the shiny sparkle. I'm really tired. Like, I think I didn't sleep much last night, so that's probably why I can't get my body to go for much longer. I don't want to force it and go for longer. I'm just gonna make it to 3 hours like I promised. I think there's like 10 minutes left until then. Kinda funny streaming with my eyes closed though. Like someone could be saying something really mean in chat right now and I wouldn't even know. I should probably open my eyes, huh? Okay, no one said nothing mean. Thank you. I don't remember if I took my meds earlier thinking about it. I would like to think I did. Hopefully. Oh, that's alright. I was gonna end in 5 minutes anyways. Yeah, thank you for hanging out. I hope that you enjoyed your stay and all that. Good luck with what you gotta do. I don't think we're gonna get a shiny today, but that's fine. Looking at it on the bright side, we got a lot of encounters in. We cleaned our badges. We changed our outfit. And that's about it. But it was a good stream. I had fun. So I should start looking for someone to raise. So I'll do that while I look. I'll continue hunting. Blue Doctor is also doing Safari Week. I'm gonna queue there right now. And I'll drink some water. Don't forget to stay hydrated even if you don't have me reminding you. It's very important to drink water, especially now that the heat is rising. Oh, looks like Blue Factor will also be ending stream soon. Oh, never mind. They will be ending in 30 minutes. But alright. I think that was our last encounter of the day. Let me exit the Safari Zone. Okay, there we go. That was fun. Right, set up. Okay. So yeah, thank you so much for hanging out. I had fun. Hopefully we will be able to get a shiny tomorrow. But yeah, that was fun. I'm gonna end it there. Thank you so much for stopping by. And bye bye.